Evening guys, right, well it's not evening, it's morning. I've got a day off work today, so I thought why not knock up a brew. And a few people have been asking about these. It is the California Connoisseur kits. This one is a Merlot. I've already emptied the box, I've got the ingredients out. I have made one other of their kits before, and it was a Pinot Grigio, I think. I've got a bottle in the fridge. When we've done the brew, I'll show you how clear it is. I wondered whether it was worth paying the extra money for these premium kits, and in my opinion it is. I find the wines that you get from the cheaper kits like Wilkinson's, etc. are a bit tangy. You get what you pay for. It's concentrated, so you add more water. With this, as you'll see in a minute, you get more grape juice. This one's got oak chips with it, which I didn't know until I've just unpacked it. And in my opinion, I think it's worth more money. You pay more, but you get a better product at the end. This is only a 6-bottle kit. They do 30-bottle kits, which I'm led to believe the more you pay for your wine kit, particularly with red wines, the longer you can keep them, possibly for years, and they get better with age. So I'm not so sure that's the case with a Merlot, but I'd imagine with a more robust red wine, like a Rioja, given time, the better that will get, the longer you leave it. Because I'm always thinking, oh, would I drink 30 bottle wine kit? Would I drink it all? But if you've got a longer period, then I would consider buying the 30 bottle wine kit. So let's have a look at what's in the kit. Right, in the kit we've got detailed instructions, a bladder of grape juice, a proper wine yeast, some oak chips, some potassium sorbate, potassium metabisulfate, bentonite, chitazan, and good luck, because I can't even pronounce that. I'm sure there are people out there that can. That's what you get for your, I think I paid about £12 for this kit. I'm not sure. It may have been less than that. But I got it from homebrewshop.co.uk. So if you go on their website, you can see how much they are. Let's get cracking. Right, first step, sanitise knife, remove the lid. I find the best way to do this is just get it in between the yellow part of the lid and the handle and just give it a twist and it comes off. Dead easy. Pour that into your sanitised fermenter. Change hands here. And it says to use around 500 ml of warm water to rinse the bag out, which is what I'm going to do now. That goes in there with it. Now it says to sprinkle the bentonite into the fermenter. If you can get into the packet, we're in. Bentonite going in. And to mix it, with a sanitised spoon, paddle, whatever you've got to hand, to make sure it's all mixed in. That's good enough, it's all mixed in. And going back to the instructions, it says the next thing to do: if your kit contains any of the following: oak granulars or elderberries or elderflowers, add them to the primary fermenter now, which is what I'm going to do. Premium oak going in, and it says to mix thoroughly. So that is what we'll do. Well, that smells different already. Adding those oak chips, never used them before in any wine kit that I've ever done. That's mixed in. Now it says add cooled water to bring it up to the 4.5 litre mark. So I'm going to use a jug for that. Just squirt some sanitizer in it just in case. I do keep my stuff quite clean. Water going in. That's 4 litres in there now. Four and a half litres. Boom. And it says to give it a good stir to make sure it's all mixed up, which I am doing. In there for a second. It says the temperature should be between 20 and 25 degrees. It's probably more than that because it's 78 degrees in the house today. So I'll just check that. I don't know if you can see, it's bang on 77 degrees. Not a bad guess. Now it tells you to take the specific gravity. I don't know whether this hydrometer will sit in that or not. It's not bottoming out, so that's good. And it tells me my target should be between 1080 and 1095, and I can see that's 1090. Good enough for me. Take that out. Now it says sprinkle contents of the yeast packet. So I will now remove this spoon. After one final stir. Go my washing up jug. Tells you to add the yeast, but do not stir. The yeast is going in. On with my lid. On with the airlock. And that is the initial stage done. That is the California Connoisseur Merlot wine kit. I will be back in a second to discuss the further details of it, because I'm pretty sure that you really don't want to see me sprinkling one packet after another in over the next few days. So I'll come back to you in a second. Right guys, there's a conclusion to that. This is the the first wine kit I did of theirs, which I believe, if I can remember, is a Pinot Grigio. Very clear. That's cold on the glass because it's been in the fridge, obviously. I can wipe that off so you can see how clear it is. Very clear. Lovely smell to it. A lovely crisp white wine. Cannot complain at all about that. So I don't bore you with the details. The instructions say to leave it in the primary fermenter, which is behind me, for 7 days. On day 8, rack it into secondary. Obviously a sanitised demijohn is what I'm going to use. You leave it in that for 12 days. So now on day 20, it tells you to rack it into another demijohn and degas it, adding the potassium metabisulfite first, then degassing, stirring vigorously for 1 minute. I do it for longer than that to make sure there's none in there. Then you add the fining agent, which I couldn't pronounce, Kisolol, I think, and it says stir the wine several times, at least 6 to 8 times over the next 2 days. So you're degassing it as you go. Day 22, it tells you to put 1/4 cup, 60 ml of warm water and add the contents potassium sorbate. Add that to your wine and add the another fining agent, chitazan, to your wine on day 22. Place it on a table so that no further movement is required prior to bottling. Then on day 28 is your bottling day. Bottle as you would normally do. Sanitize your bottles. Siphon your wine into a bottling bucket or with a wand, however you do it. and then just cork, or I think I will cork these because I had a disaster. The first wine kit that I made was a cheap wine kit, got it from Wilkinson's and used their corks, and the corks dried out. The camera shakes, it's because the cat's underneath the tripod. She's come to investigate. Yeah, disaster. The corks dried out, even though I laid the bottles down. I did exactly as you should do. I did complain to Wilkinson's and got a gift voucher back because it ruined the batch of wine, because you tried to open the bottle and the cork just disintegrated and fell apart. So since then, for white wines I've been using these white plastic ones. White? Black. They just pop in and out. They seem fine. I don't lay the wine down, I'm honest, with those. I don't think they seal it good enough. But I did go to the home brew shop and ask for some good quality wine corks when I bought the kit. So I will cork this one, and I will come back to show you guys a taste test of it when it's ready. But that's your instructions. Read them, you can't go wrong. You've got little boxes, day 1, day 8, day 20, day 22, day 28, for you to put your starting gravities, the date, what the gravity should be after 8 days. It gives you a clue of what it should be. The same on day 20. It'll be the same on day 22 and day 28, because by day 20 it's fermented out anyway. But it's just an idea just to keep you on check in case you're a bit concerned. But that is it. That is how easy it is to make California Connoisseur wine kits. They're so easy. So easy. And it makes 6 750ml bottles. So this is probably, what time is it now? 10:30 in the morning on my day off. So cheers. Lovely. Okay. Right. See you soon, guys. Cheers.